fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He'll cobble together a yard there. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. The throw is caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put him up 8-0. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go to Barkley. Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Hurts. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for a score before halftime. Hurts throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Breaks the 10, and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Josh Downs to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Taylor makes the catch. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Jalen Jones. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Eagles are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch that. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Play made by E.J. Speed.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
No touch that. No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Play made by E.J. Speed.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Left side, he loses the football. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Catch is made down the right sideline. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Julian Blackman. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He'll get this one to Brown. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, 73, 73.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's Dotson on the catch. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hurts now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Anthony Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one's complete, right side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Flush down out to his left. He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun, Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go again with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Colts up by just a couple of points. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. No touch.
Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
No touch.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
26, Eagles 13.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch. Set. No touch.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts take over after returning it inside the red zone.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to